All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I was running to the gas station real quick, right? Uh, and on my way to the gas station, uh, I was kind of blocked by like five squad cars in Lagrange, Indiana, crime scene truck. So where they were going, I don't know, but it was right on the corner across the street from INTERA. And that's where they have them garage sales. They right on the corner there. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know if there was a crime or why would the crime lab be? Don't they usually show up forensics or whatever when there's like a body or something? But they were all parked there. Let's look at Google Map. Now I looked on the Lagrange crime thing. I didn't see anything. There was a shooting last month, and a lady was taken to the hospital or found, or a couple guys were arrested for it. All right, so if we look at Google Map, I'm going to show you right here. All right, here's Intera. It happened right behind Marathon, right here. Let me get rid of this thing. How do I close this? All right, here's Marathon. Happened right behind Marathon. Whatever happened, whether it was a crime, whether it was a dead body, whatever, natural causes, whatever. But the crime lab truck was there, and this whole road right here, I think is Ryason, was filled with police, and there was a couple cop cars here, and the Lagrange uh, criminal vehicle was there. Yeah. Now I don't know if maybe that something's going on. I'm not sure. Like I said, I looked in Lagrange police thing. There was a shooting, but that was last month, and it was out towards the lake. But this is right in town. This is right behind Marathon gas station, and right there, right here is, I don't know if you can see my mouse. Uh, this is where they have that big garage sale all the time, and I think this guy had a garage sale too, right here. This is where I saw him, right here at this house, this property. What's the number on this property? Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, it's giving me a street thing. All right, folks. This lady usually has this. These people have a garage sale all the time. This is the house right here. Let me see if I can move down the street a little bit. This is the house. This is the house they were at. There's the garage. That's the house. Now I have no idea what was going on there. I don't know. I do believe that guy also had tractors out there, and he's got a big giant wood burning stove. I do believe they had them houses around there had garage sales. They had a big one just before winter, right on the corner there. So that's the house, and that's the garage, and that's where they were. So I don't know exactly what is going on. Debbie says I need a police scanner. Yeah, probably. Hey, I just got lucky. I came home, I grabbed my phone, and it looked like they were just getting ready to leave. They were coming out of the house. Uh, And I'm like, what the heck is going on here, man? Look at all these police cars. And I seen the Lagrange truck there. And I'm like, something must have happened. No, something must have happened. Let me see and make sure that's the house. I do believe that is the house. Let's see. How do I move down? Yeah, that's the place. That's it. And right here is where they have the giant garage sale. Right here. This is where they have the giant. Right here over on the side here is the Dometic Mastercraft boats or whatever it is. But this is where they have that big giant garage sale. And right here is the house where something happened. Either a crime, natural cause, death, or something happened there because that's where the crime truck was parked, and they were coming out of that house. Something's going on. Who knows? Hopefully they're not crazy. It's some kind of a I don't know. I've been to that house. That guy had garage sales right there. If I remember correctly, he's got a red truck. He had a giant wood burning stove on the front of his garage, and he had a whole bunch of tractors that always had for sale signs on them. Uh, like two or three of them, and he was selling them. And yeah, an older guy. I think he wore glasses. Did a lot of work. He was always in his garage. Uh, had them glasses where if you walk outside, they're like sunglasses. They'll be clear if you're inside, but if you come outside, they turn dark color or whatever. Yeah. So something happened there, some kind of a crime or something. But that's where they all were this morning. And by the time I came home and grabbed my recording phone, that does not work. It don't. I just use it for the camera. It don't have an open or a line. I don't have a cell phone or whatever. But that's where they all were, man. About 5, 6 squad cars in Lagrange County lab. Well, what could happen? Do you think the guy got robbed? I don't know. I think I seen one with a mask, so maybe there was maybe something wrong there. Debbie, you got them glasses? Yeah. No, so I don't know if I seen him with a mask coming out of there or some kind of a backpack, but that's where they were. Shocking. Maybe I don't know. There's a new guy that moved in now. There were the guy that's having them big garage sales. I think I bought a bunch. I bought 3 posters from that garage sale. I think. And I think I might have bought a shotgun. I bought a shotgun or something there. One of these places, I bought a shotgun or whatever. But yeah, well, hopefully the guy's okay. I mean, a crime scene wouldn't show. A crime truck wouldn't show up there unless they were trying to figure out a crime. So maybe someone broke in there. I did notice when I drove by The second time when I went to go get my phone, because they were gone by the time I got my phone. Uh, the back, the shed door was open. Maybe the guy was robbed and something happened. Debbie, you got a pair of them glasses too, where you go, they're fine inside, but as soon as you step outside, they turn colors. They turn into like sunglasses. Yeah. Wow. Now I seen the crime truck at one other place. Maybe something big is going on in town. I gotta have my I gotta have my camera with me all the time, Debbie, to get this stuff. I did get the Lagrange fire on my phone. That fire that was right across the street from the courthouse. Thank God the courthouse didn't go up. Courthouse is a real building. It's got one of them turrets on top and everything. Yeah, that's the place. That's where they were. 416 Poplar. I do believe that's the place. Looks a little different now, but I do believe that's it. INTERA is right here. The INTERA Bank is right down. You can see it right here, right on the corner there, which is new. Yeah, that's where they were, right here. Matter of fact, I did see the red truck parked in the driveway in front of the shed and that giant wood burner that he had in front of the garage. So that's the place, and that's where they all were this morning. Now, whether they're doing some kind of a training mission or something, some kind of a training thing. Maybe the guy's a police officer. Maybe the guy that lived there is a fireman, and they're letting him use his house or whatever. I don't know, but there was a lot of police there this morning in the Lagrange County lab truck. So something good ain't going. Something bad is happening. Something very very bad, I would think. And that address is 416, I think. Well, folks, I'm going to look in Lagrange police blotter here real quicker on Facebook and see exactly investigating a case. So did someone pass, and they're investigating to make sure. I think he had a new truck too. I thought he had two trucks. I thought he had two trucks parked there, but I could be wrong. But I do remember that guy because this is where he had garage sales and always sold stuff out in the driveway. And they always had this garage sale here, or once or twice, or you know what? I think maybe this is the first year I seen this huge garage sale. This whole covered. I think I bought a shotgun or some gun there or something. But that's where they have that giant garage sale that went on right before winter. And they had all kinds of stuff there, NASCAR stuff, posters, uh, knives, antique stuff, a couple weapons, um, you name it, old railroad lights and everything. They were selling all kinds of stuff there. I hope he comes back. I think the guy said they only came there 1 year, and this guy in the yellow house here. I think there's a red van there or something. He has a garage sale too. I bought a couple posters off of this guy too. All kinds of posters and stuff this guy had, like war stuff, antique stuff. Maybe something crazy's going on in town. I don't know. Yep, Poplar Street. That was where they were, right there in that house. Well, I'll look on the blotters and on Facebook and see what's going on. All right, folks. I will be back. Just letting you folks know we're all here watching. Just because there's 7, 8 churches in town don't mean we're safe. You know, people are. That's what I keep hearing. It's the Bible stay. It's the Bible. It's a Bible time. Yeah, it don't mean we're safe. If you look what's going on in the world right now, who's doing all this stuff? I don't know. Some of these people think it's these cults, some kind of religion cult or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to say no because that's what we're seeing all over the TV today. You know, I can't take it off of the table. It's very possible, but I don't know. Is it a bunch of just people, you know, crazy? Maybe. Who knows? Maybe it's in the water. Maybe because the whole town's surrounded by farmland, the water we're drinking, it kind of, who knows? It might not be too good. Debbie says we got churches on every corner. Yeah, but it don't mean you're safe. People think it's a church town, and that's why this stuff is happening. It never happened here. You could leave your doors open, and no, you can't, folks. That's the devil deceiving you. Lock your dang doors, your windows. Now, this could be something as a natural death. I think the guy was kind of older, if I remember. I think if I remember correctly, the guy that lived there was kind of older. It could be natural death, whatever. I'm not sure. Someone got arrested for effing second degree. Where here? Debbie? Are you looking it up right now? Well, I seen the one shooting outside of town here that happened in last month or whatever, January. Someone got, yes. You here? Second degree. Someone got him arrested for murder. Second degree. Oh, maybe that's why the crime truck was there, Lagrange crime truck. Yeah, they were there this morning, girl. They were rolling deep. I think it was Lagrange sheriffs or whatever, but it wasn't the town police cars. These were sheriff cars. The white with the gold on the side of it. Lagrange's got the blue, I think. It says police on the side of it. Lagrange police. What's the street? The street is South Poplar and Ransom on the corners of. Hold on a minute. Let me zoom out. There's South Poplar, and here's Ransom. If you can see that. South Poplar. This is where Marathon is. Here's INTERA Credit Union. Um, it happened right here, Debbie. Whatever's going on happened right there. South Poplar Street and Ryan Street. Them are the corners that connect right to this guy's house right here. Now, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's true, but I heard there's a. I don't know. Rumors go around in a little town or whatever. These people might be, you know, into something. I have no idea. The other street is what? Ryan. R or wait, let me zoom in on. Did I spell it wrong in my Rayson? Ryasn. Let me see. Did I spell it wrong in my? Yeah, I spelled it wrong. Hold on a minute. Let me correct that. It's Ryason. Yeah, very interesting. Now here's Miller's gas station. Here, Marathon is right here. We got the industrial here. Over here is Dometic, which is an industrial area. Yeah, something happened around this area this morning. A lot of police activity. A lot of police activity. What'd you find out, little Debbie? What'd you find out, little lady? Ah, a double homicide on Fending Street. What? Wow. Something's going on. Wow. Where is Fending Street? No, I don't see it, Debbie. They were trying to steal a well? You mean a well to somebody's water well? Are these people nuts out here? Hey, what are you doing in my yard? He's just digging up your well. Yeah, it's my well. What do you need it for? Crazy. Somebody couldn't afford a brand new well for their house, so they tried to steal someone else's. Just crazy. Crazy world we live in. All right, hold on a minute, Debbie. Where'd you find that? Send me a link to that, Deb. Post that. That's the street. Them are the two colliding streets. Can you post that in chat so I can pull it up? I'll read it. Hello? Debbie? When I click on that, it only takes me to a screenshot that you sent. Can you post the link in chat and then I can pull it up? I could read it in big letters because when you send me something like that, it's so small. I can't see it. I have to download it and then use the zoom to bring it up because I can't read. It's the print on it is so small I can't see it. What do you mean you gotta send it to yourself? No, don't send it to yourself. Just copy the page from Google and post it in chat. You don't have to send it to yourself. Wait, I gotta send that picture to myself. You shouldn't have to. It's a process. Not a good one. Hold on a minute. Let me see what I can do here. Let me see what I could do. Let me see if I can get this to zoom in at all. See what's going on. Don't message me anything, Debbie, or you'll mess everything up with Facebook because I'm going to show Facebook now. So don't message me in Facebook. Yep, that's what's going on. That was just released, I believe. All right, hold on a minute. I don't know if we'll be able to see it, though. The print's so small on it. All right, this is like the bottom. Yeah, I can't see it. Once I go ahead and click off of it and come back to YouTube, the print's so small I can't read it. There it is, right there. That's the street. So if I want to read this, I have to get real close to the TV. And then I'd have to drag this microphone stand and everything over there so you can hear me talk as I read. Debbie, can you send can you send it in the link, Debbie, or in my chat? Are you can you hear me, Debbie? Sweet Jesus. All right, folks. I'm trying to figure out what I should do here. Let me look it up myself, maybe. All right, from what I'm seeing, can you guys still hear me when I click off of YouTube onto Facebook? Can you folks still hear me? I'm talking right now, but I'm actually on the Facebook thing. So when I do click off of YouTube to Facebook, I don't know if you can hear me, but it says based on reports from Lagrange Police Department and local media, there are no specific highly what? I can't read. It's missing words or something cut off. High profile crime incidents reported on the intersection of South Poplar Street and Ryason Street on the night of February 9th. However, there was a major separate incident reported nearby on Fending Street Sunday. Mm, double homicide on Fending Street, LaGrange, Indiana. Police discovered two deceased victims, a man and a woman, who had been shot inside a burned a burned house or something. But yeah, I don't know. It's cut off around 11:30 p.m. on Sunday. It didn't look like there was a fire there. Didn't look like there was a fire there at the house at all. For up for up to the minutes deep. Sweet Jesus, hold on, folks. All right, thanks, Deb. All right, let's share this here. Hold on a minute. All right. Well, this is confusing because I can't see it. It's so small. Can't read it from here. I'm sitting on the couch. Lagrange crimes last night on Poplar Street in Ryason. So this was just posted 2 minutes ago. I got the news out before them. Oh, look at there's an African American. I bet you that's the guy they seen in. Yeah, that looks like him. Yeah, yeah. What? Debbie's laughing her little butt off. You can't rush perfection, she said. Two arrests in fatal shooting of Lagrange man. When police arrived, they found Dacumiquisa disqualascuda 28. Yeah. All right. So they're not, this is all they're saying. 2 minutes ago, they posted this. While there was, why there are no specific reports of crime at the intersection of Poplar Street and Ryason for last night, February 9th, several significant law enforcement events occurred in Lagrange area over the last 48 hours. Yeah, we're under an attack. No. So what happened there? I mean, what happened there? Okay, so it says if you are observed police activity specifically on Poplar Street last night, it may have been related to the search for an escaped inmate. You gotta be kidding me. A routine patrol, you can monitor the Lagrange Police Department Facebook page or submit and then. So what happened? I'm confused here. Was there people found inside the house dead, or were they there looking for an escaped inmate? Debbie, can you make heads or tails of this? Can you make heads or tails of it? Was there a double homicide there, or an escaped uh, criminal that they were looking for? I'm just wondering. I don't know. I'll have to read it more. I could barely read it. It's so small. Starting to sound like Andrew reading. And was 7 2 courtyard. Debbie, what do you make out of this? Can you explain what you make out of it? If you would like to track or check any other neighborhood special updates or police scanners reports from a particular incident, you can look it up on Facebook. I guess Lagrange Police Department. I think they do have a Facebook thing. I'll have to check into it and see what's going on. Debbie, are you still there? Can you hear? Or do you just like aggravating people and not answering? I'm starting to think that this is all part of your sick plan. I can tell you this much, folks. We got some warm weather coming today. Literally, I can see there's water running off the roof from the snow melting. So we got a warm day here, a couple warm days, and then it's supposed to get cold again. So let's let's warm this up and get rid of as much of snow as we can. All right, folks. So there you go. That's what I seen this morning on the corner of Poplar and Ryason was all them police cars and the Lagrange um, lab truck. So that explains what's going on. Yeah, that explains it. And that dude that there is in that photo looks familiar around her. But see, that's where they use these government project housing developments sometimes to hide out. I imagine we probably got five, six of these crazy son of bitches here. And the government's dumber than a fucking doornail. You can call all day. You got shit going down in town. Help. Motherfuckers show up somewhere on the other side of town. Wrong play. Yeah. Excuse my language, but I think we're pretty much figured out. Uh, Man, these idiots are all around. They're all around us. Good God Almighty, Deborah, are you still out there? Are you still in the field? I can't make heads or tails of it. One paragraph it says, although there was no crime, you know, we're looking for somebody that escaped the prison in town here, which we got a jail here, a prison. So yeah, maybe who knows? What was it? Anybody uh, assaulted? I don't know. In one paragraph it says yes, but the next paragraph, although there was no crimes. Well, I can't make heads or tails of what's going on in this world. It's almost like the people are putting out what's going on, and then AI is 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 putting out something what happened, or someone else on the internet is tapping in, and we have no clues what happened here, but we're here for a double homicide, and although there was no crime committed, 16-year-old was let's see what this is. Oh, on February 3rd, there was a murder. Tall Pine shooting update. A 16-year-old was recently arrested and charged as an adult for murder that occurred on February 3rd at the Tall Pine Apartments. Um, if you observed police activity, especially in Poplar last night on Poplar Street, it may have been related to the search for the escaped inmate or routine patrol. You can monitor the. So now we got an escaped inmate running around, which might have been the garage sale people. We don't even know what's going on. We just are garage sailors. We're just having garage sale. We have no idea what these people are in. I'm tired of it. That's it. The whole town's going on lockdown. Engaging. We are engaging our defense system in Lagrange. We are going on DEFCON 5, lock everything down. It's just crazy. Completely crazy. All right, folks. We will keep updating on this. What's going on? Who knows? I'm just reporting there was a bunch of police out. By the time I got home, got my phone, turned around to go back there, they was gone. And it looked like they were packing up as I passed them the first time when I was getting my. Well, that's what was going on there, Debbie. There was a double homicide, but they are also looking for an escaped convict. They possibly might be breaking into houses and killing them. Possibly wearing dreadlocks and little El Rocos. Right? It's almost like it's pretty obvious that they're calling hits from inside the prison breaks and everything. madness going on using the prisons as a killing machine. When we gonna get some kind of protection out here? I have no idea. By then, we might all be gone. Who knows? That's what I gotta say about this whole thing. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go run and do something real quick. I gotta keep. I gotta keep my phone in the car just in case something bad happens. Once again, I don't have a cell phone. I got cell phones, but I usually tear them apart for the gold inside. That's right, gold. Inside cell phones, computers, laptops, BCRs, all kinds of gold connections or whatever. So for the 700th time, I do not have an activated phone. No cell phone. They cause radiation, plus they're a way for the bad guy to track you. Debbie, I'm really sorry you're having troubles with your weasels. You're chasing chickens, and you got cat problems there. Sounds like you're on a farm. All kinds of sickness and poop and everything. So you enjoy your day. Round up all them cats and weasels and chickens. I'll be back with more information on what's going down in my neck of the woods. A bunch of crap. You smell that meth cooking from a mile away. Get that shit out of my town. Can you smell what the rocks got cooked? Yeah, a bunch of crack. Get the hell out of my town. Jesus' name, amen. Save us all from this madness. All right, folks, you have a good day. I'll be back with more news. I'm also working on the movie. One of the greatest movies ever made, probably produced in this world. All the big wigs are calling me still on, oh, I won't be in the movie. Maybe. We'll see. Still, we'll see. Debbie, I want to thank you for the long time information that you sent me on the Lagrange blotter thingamajigger. I couldn't make heads or tails of it. In one paragraph it said it's just routine stopping. The next paragraph, a double homicide. The next paragraph, an escaped convict from Lagrange. It's just too much for me. Someone figure this out. I can't. I got to go back to school. Too much. I can't. It's a new world. I can't figure it out. Crazy people. FBI and sheriff are at it at Nancy's house. Nancy Guthrie's house. Yes, we're going to end this. I got to run and go do something real quick, and then we're going to come back, check on JLR and the Nancy Guthrie case, which is unbelievable. It's just unbelievable what we're seeing. Cameras, iPhones, phone data, this all has to go through. You got to go through all this stuff. They're saying, oh, well, the cameras were damaged. Well, that data is still in the system somewhere. Someone knew something. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm already mad. I'm angry already, but makes good movie content, whatever. Debbie, I want to thank you for taking your sweet time, because what you said in my chat is you can't rush perfection. Debbie says friction in Tucson. Oh, yeah. Sickness. What the heck? Yeah. Haunted disease. Huge out there out west. People think it's a joke, and it'll kill you. It's haunted disease. All these biolabs and everything, they can't figure it out. It's China. These idiots are still screaming China. They just can't, okay, it was China, but, what we should concentrate on is locking down and getting rid of all this stuff. No, we got to bring this in front of Congress instead of China, China, China. Yeah, scream China all day as they're killing us. Yeah, well, you better than the witches and goblins. Debbie Fox says it's better than the witches and goblins. Well, they're all working together, Debbie. You know that. I know that. The government knows that. The Lord knows it. They're all working together. And Debbie, if you don't believe in witches, goblins, and the devil, then that's your problem. You got problems. It's all real. Goblins, 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 Vikings, great Odins of Valhalla, Gala, Gala, Wana, Sama, Mala, Mala. You name it, it's real in this country. We're not lying to these people no more. Folks have been doing it for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. Well, that's news. Well, I'm going to give you some news later on, little lady. I want you to be in my office in an hour. No, you dang mom better explain yourself. Now, I got stuff to do real quick. It's going to take me about 10 minutes, maybe 20 at the most. But then I shall return, and we will cover the Nancy Guthrie case. Debbie Fox's FBI is out there right now, and the sheriff. That's cool. It's only been, 10 days after the murder or kidnapping? I'm glad they did, man. Is Patel out there? If Patel's out there, we have nothing to worry about. We're perfectly safe. Great Bahala Jala Mala Wala Wala. Yeah, I live in a fucking fairy tale in this country. Excuse my language, Lord. Forgive me. Being possessed by every family, even my own. No, Debbie, I got to get off of this thing because my head is going to spin around and I'm going to throw up vomit all over green. Puking all over because I'm some kind of spell or something underneath. Demonic witch. Yeah, Debbie, you're right. It's better than the witches and goblins. Now, I want all you folks to have a good day. Well, that's your news. Well, you bet it's my news. That's what's going on in my neck of the woods. What's going on in yours? What are you doing with them animals, Deborah? The cats, the dogs, the hawks, the monkeys, the weasels, the chickens. I think you got a couple of them chimpanzees that escaped from the lab. I wonder what you're doing. What kind of news is in your neck of the woods? Now I got to get off this thing. You have a good day. I'll be back with more info as it unravels right in front of our face. Ah, Debbie, you and your cats. You can't own 150 cats and 6 monkeys and weasels and pit bulls and all kinds of stuff and think you're just I gotta go. It's just too much for me. You just can't get good help no more, Debbie. That's all I'm gonna say. You just can't get good help. You don't have to believe in it. It's right there in front of your face, smacking you. Come here. Yeah, it's right there in front of all of our faces, smacking us like a giant penis, just swinging from it. I'm sick of it. Nah, well, I'm going to get off this contraption. I'll be back. I want to bring you folks the news. Just because there's 8 churches in town, 3 prisons, 7 police departments, don't mean you're safe. No, I've had enough of this madness. Deborah, you have a good day. We'll be back with more information. Wash your feet off and all the cow patties and all the pastures you've been walking. Have a good day, folks. I'll be back with more intel on what's happening in our neck of the woods. It's obvious we're all uh, just puppets to this puppet master, whatever, who knows. Have a good day. All glory goes to God. Amen.